With us on Startup Street, agentic AI-powered platform Pulse has raised $1.4 million in a seed funding round led by India partners. The startup is building a platform for SaaS product teams designed to capture and analyze customer feedback, automating feature extraction and prioritization. For more on this, joining me now is Harun Shell, the CEO and co-founder of Pulse, as well as my colleague Shruti. Thank you so much for joining us on Startup Street today. First up, how does Pulse plan to utilize the seed funding? How large a team are you looking to build, and what kind of resources will you be allocating towards early go-to-market initiatives in the US and India markets?
Hey, first of all, thank you very much for having me on the show. It's a pleasure representing Pulse at the Startup Street. I think before I answer that question, and maybe quick 2 minutes, I'll just introduce Pulse to you. So Pulse is a new age agentic AI platform that is set sail to solve a decade-long problem that is faced by SaaS and technological companies by bridging the gap between the voice of customers and the overall product management and development process. So today, how companies operate is we see a lot of product managers manually analyzing plethora of data, right, and taking and maintaining them through legacy systems like Excel sheets and very age-old systems, which is a very time-consuming and mundane actions and doesn't let them focus on key business outcomes. Hence, really separates product management as a function from key business outcomes for every enterprise. So Pulse's agentic AI platform has the capability to perform actions independently and take decisions with a lot of data coming in. So Pulse consolidates data from multiple systems. That could be your typical support desk systems, your call conversation channels, or your communication channels like Slack, email, so on and so forth. And the agentic AI technology has the capability to consolidate, analyze, and extract outcomes out of it, prioritize features, give product managers the control of strategic scoring based on key business outcomes like ARR, that is new revenue, or net retention revenue, or NPS scores. And by then giving the massive control for every product feature that is built to directly influence key outcomes for businesses. And to answer your question right now, I think we have raised funds to fully focus on building our core team and enhance our agentic AI capabilities more further and deeper to be able to vertically build a stronger SaaS or AI layer that will empower product managers to achieve their KPIs in their organization.
Right, Harun, this is Shruti quickly stepping in. You've initiated pilots and are set to launch your MVP, minimum viable product, in November. What have been some of the early learnings from these pilot programs, and how do they influence the upcoming MVP?
Well, I think we are super excited at the phase we are currently in, right? I think, as you rightly said, our minimum viable product is going live with our early believers. And I think the entire team is head-on focused on delivering massive results for them, along with a great ROI. And I think once that is done, we would then get into the larger markets across India and US behind every SaaS and technology companies that is looking to massively scale in terms of their revenues. And I think Pulse is the platform, their product managers and owners would love to have to be able to build more predictive products that is going to influence the business outcomes for them. Yeah.
Right. In fact, speaking about the India market, right, Pulse is still in the early stages of establishing its brand presence out here. So what do you assess is the size of the market opportunity, and what challenges do you anticipate?
I think the market is huge. I mean, I would rather not speak numbers, but then I'll tell you, right, we already have lined up customers in double digits who are ready to try our MVP, and then we are already at a stage of deploying it for 2 to 3 customers, and then more set of them are lined up. And I think distribution for this kind of an agentic AI technology, I think the market is fully open across India. I think the traction is going to be massive. But then the problem is more on enhancing the technology capabilities. I think people have already seen generative AI as a technology, which was more content generator with intents being given by human beings. But now I think with agentic AI coming in, the technology has the capability to perform independent actions and take decisions, right? I think with this kind of technology being adapted and spread, I think Indian technology market is open arms to adopt to it. And we can see that with the kind of pipeline that is formed already in the last 1-2 months.
Harun, in terms of Pulse's unique value proposition, how does the platform's agentic AI capabilities drive ROI through metrics like net revenue retention, net promoter score, and what quantifiable outcomes are you targeting?
I think great question, right? So till now, the way product management as a function has been considered is more of back office function, which has no correlation to business. But I think that's the very old way of looking at it. We feel that for every SaaS and technology company out there, the product is the end controller of how their end customers would want to operate with them. So I think empowering product managers with a platform like Pulse is definitely going to help them influence all these key business outcomes. So for example, if the founders or the CXOs of a certain organization have certain goals for their existing month, quarter, right, in terms of new revenues or net retention revenues or the net promoter scores, then the scoring mechanism, which is powered by our agentic AI on Pulse platform, allows them to try different hypothetical combinations that will rather not push them to spend it and try it in real time, but can be tested and tried and tested on Pulse's platform, saving a lot of money for them eventually. But then with these predictive analysis already in place, which is created by the Pulse platform, their goals in terms of monthly and quarterly, again, new revenue and another can be targeted perfectly, driven by feature development and prioritization that is created over Pulse's platform. I think that's where we add a very strong and huge value for organizations.
Absolutely. So you're creating a lot of value there for the companies that you work with. All right, Haran, thank you so much for joining us on the show, and we wish you all the best on this journey going forward.
Thank you very much.